when we whistled, we were like...
Our mouths were so dried out.
And then we went, no!
We've been doing this for 10 years, you know. Can you believe? It seemed like we just did it 6 months ago.
We were planning too, but it was over by the bar, and I think that's what kind of happened there a little bit.
This week on Headline Country, Montgomery Gentry and friends head south of the border for a little fun in the sun for a great cause. Scattered, smothered, and covered, Little Big Town takes on some of pop music's biggest hits. We'll recap the winners of this year's ACA Awards and next year's Grammy nominees. And we'll go behind the scenes on the set with Luke Bryan. Plus, the holiday season gets a jump start with a little help from Santa's twin, Charlie Daniels.
Hey, we're Little Big Town, and Headline Country starts now.
Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. I am Stormy Warren, and this is Headline Country. Well, what's better than writing and recording a hit pop song? Well, how about getting it scattered, smothered, and covered? That's what our pals Little Big Town have been doing to some of music's biggest hits. And it's a YouTube phenomenon that has taken off like wildfire. With moves like Jagger and the swagger of the Jackson 5, Little Big Town is rolling in the deep of some of today's hottest pop hits.
It was an idea we bounced around for a little while. Yeah. And then our friend Don Gates at Capitol Records also said one day, you guys really should like do cover songs because it would be really fun to hear harmonies and like country versions of things. We took off one day backstage, and did we shoot that one on an iPhone? No, we had a little bit nicer camera that we set up by ourselves. We borrowed somebody's nice camera. And Kimberly did Grenade. We did Grenade that day, Bruno Mars.
Their musical mashup became an instant viral sensation.
We got such a huge reaction to it. We thought, well, maybe we'll just keep doing them, and we should name our little silly song series. So we decided to call it Scattered, Smothered, and Covered. Cover songs. Now the fans want a record of them. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
While the price tag of licensing a full-length album might be out of reach at the moment, the group is open to suggestions when it comes to picking songs to cover.
A couple of them have been challenges. Yeah. You know, like the Gaga Born This Way was another guy at meet and greet that said, do you think you could really do that one? Could you make it country?
What, do you think we can't?
We like to challenge ourselves, and a couple of people, and I won't name names, one was our manager, said, what are you gonna do next? And we had thrown out the idea of doing moves like Jagger. Maroon 5. And they were like, that would be so hard. I don't know if y'all can do that.
Don't try
and it was challenging, but it kind of was so crazy, and we did it today, and it's like, fans were going crazy.
LBT fans weren't alone. Within hours, Maroon 5 had posted the remake on their own website as well.
Jimmy was reading some of the posts on Maroon 5's website today about us, and it was hilarious, like calling us hicks and like, you know, who are these hillbillies trying to cover Maroon 5? But it's exposing us and country music to a lot of people that obviously have never heard of us and just think
or have preconceived notions of what we are.
For the first time. This has been fun because we have to interpret them our own way and try to make them different. And we try to do we don't try, we have to do it all in one take. So it's like if we screw up, we have to start over again. You should hear everyone when we get like almost
there.
The other day
somebody
when we
blows
did moves like Jagger, we made it all the way to the whistle. And when we whistled, we were like,
our mouths were so dried out from
and we went,
nervous.
no!
And whistling isn't the only skill they've had to master. Philip's impressive rapping debut on Jessie J's Price Tag has even earned him a nickname.
Swagger P. You know.
The group's die-hard philosophy of delivering to their fans is more than evident with the release of their latest video, Shut Up Train.
I don't need no more pain.
shut up train.
Though never released by the label as an official single, LBT opted to take matters into their own hands, shooting their own music video and offering it online.
Sometimes you just have to follow through on things, you know, when you know maybe it might not be a single or it's a ballad and, you know, it might be tough to get it on radio or something, but you just feel like, gosh, it has to have a life.
It's a band motto they embrace wholeheartedly when it comes to a seemingly constant struggle to get their music played on country radio.
Our journey over the past 12 years has created the band that we are today. We've become a family. We've been through so much together, both professionally and personally, and if we hadn't been through all that, we wouldn't be singing the songs or writing the songs that we do today, and we wouldn't make the music we do. It would be nice. Sometimes we wish it would be a little bit faster, but we're grateful.
I mean, sure. I mean, would we like to keep going to those next levels? Yes. And we work every day towards it. And it's always just around the corner for us.
I guarantee that somewhere, some group of kids has already worked up their own unique versions of Little Big Town songs. How can you not love LBT? We'll be right back. Coming up, Vegas goes country for the second annual ACA Awards. Plus, see who's on the list of nominees for next year's Grammys. Well, did you catch the second annual American Country Awards on Fox TV earlier this month? Well, nearly 40% more of you tuned in to watch this year. So it looks like the upstart tribute to country's finest is off to a good start. In case you missed it, a rundown of the night's big winners kicks off this week's look at some of the stories making country headlines this week.
Jason Aldean.
If the second annual American Country Awards ever needs a nickname, it could easily be dubbed the Jason Aldean Show. The singer picked up a total of 6 fan-voted ACAs at the awards in Vegas, including Album, Artist, and Touring Artist of the Year.
And you guys are the reason this year has been amazing, so thank you guys very much for this. I appreciate it.
Carrie Underwood earned 3 more guitar trophies. Her wins for Female Artist, Female Single, and Music Video for Mama's Song gives her a career total of 9 ACAs, the most of any artist.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You gonna kiss me all night.
Husband-wife duo Thompson Square also picked up 3 trophies following their performance.
Oh my gosh, and the fans, we love you guys.
While Chris Young and Blake Shelton both performed and won 2 awards apiece, one of which was presented by me.
Blake Shelton!
I love you, Dad, and dedicate this to you, man. Thank you.
Following a medley of their most popular songs, Alabama was honored with the Greatest Hits Award, while perennial chart topper Toby Keith was named ACA's Artist of the Decade.
We've had a great decade, and I hope I have another one. And I'm ready to party in Vegas. Thank you, guys.
For a complete list of winners, visit headlinecountry.net. And be sure to tune in for an encore airing of the show Saturday, December 17th, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on GAC. Trace Adkins co-hosted and performed on the ACA Awards, a perfect role for country's sexiest man.
I want to get my hands on country's sexiest man.
Adkins earned the Country Weekly magazine honor, having been voted #1 by the magazine's readers, beating out, but gracing the cover with fellow artists George Strait and Jason Aldean.
Like tattoos on this town.
And speaking of Jason Aldean, the singer has more than just his Country Weekly cover shot and ACA wins to be proud of this week. The My Kind of Party star has just topped the list of country nominees for the 54th Annual Grammy Awards. Aldean scored 3 nods in all, including Country Album of the Year. Kenny Chesney, Blake Shelton, and Taylor Swift also earned multiple nominations, while the band Carrie was named one of 5 contenders in this year's all-genre Best New Artist category. Winners will be announced live on Sunday, February 12th. Go to headlinecountry.net for a complete list of nominees. Well, Eric Church fans can put a drink in their hands and a song in their head when the superstar hits the road early next year. Church, who just picked up his career first Grammy nomination for Country Album of the Year, will launch his debut headlining tour, the Blood, Sweat, and Beers Tour, January 19th in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The 50-date trek will include special guest Brantley Gilbert.
Stuck on you, whoa, stuck like glue.
Looks like Jennifer Nettles is stuck like glue. The Sugarland star quietly tied the knot to her entrepreneur boyfriend, Justin Miller, late last month in Tennessee. Miller, a former model, has appeared in 2 of the duo's music videos, including 2006's Want To. Congratulations to the newlyweds.
If heaven wasn't so far away.
And even more congratulations are in order for Justin Moore. The singer and wife Kate welcomed their second daughter, Kennedy Faye, into the world on November 21st. The proud papa says he plans to spend the holiday season with his new bundle of joy, but will be back out on the road alongside Blake Shelton just after the new year. When we come back, don't let the sun and the fun fool you. There was serious work to be done in Mexico, and Montgomery Gentry led the charge. Welcome back to Headline Country. Well, it's a sad fact, but I don't think there's many of us left out there who haven't felt the impact from cancer in one form or another. Either you're a survivor or know someone close to you who is battling or has battled the disease. The good news is that each day that goes by, we get a little closer to finding a cure. One fun way we try to help reach that goal is through our annual party known as Country on the Beach. This time, our group of giving misfits, including host Montgomery Gentry, invaded the Pacific coast of Mexico.
Are y'all ready to party?
Well, Montgomery Gentry's town doesn't necessarily have to be their hometown.
First time we've been here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm still.
You got it. I know it. First time.
First time. I can't believe it because I still have a problem with English. So.
Welcome to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, home to the cancer research fundraising event known as Country on the Beach. Each year, hosts Troy Gentry and Eddie Montgomery and a bunch of their songwriting and singing buddies travel to a tropical destination with their fans to do a little singing.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
And a lot of playing.
On your mark. Get set.
All in the spirit of giving to the fight against cancer through the TJ Martell Foundation.
You got to earn your angel wings, man. You got to do something, and this is such a great cause.
Eddie and I have both had cancer victims in our past. And of course, Eddie just survived prostate cancer this past year. And, wonderful thing about what Eddie and I are able to do with our talent is to be able to give back.
I need 5.
From sandcastle competitions to water volleyball, the stars and fans mingled as one tight, albeit slightly dysfunctional vacation family.
How I got here, I haven't a clue.
Everybody's kindred spirits, and it offers everybody a little bit of hope and just companionship with people that have been through similar stuff. And they get to forget about things for a little bit too, so it's a win-win for everybody.
And later that night, Ray literally gave up his pants for the cause.
So, $500. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Ray. After all of that, she said, I'm still going to give the $500, but he looks better with his jeans on.
How do you get in those jeans, baby?
Most, if not all, of the fans who join our party on the sand have had at least some connection to cancer, some closer than others.
We met a person, a couple today that came down and they really didn't know what TJ Martell was all about, man. And, you know, they found out that she had cancer. She had no idea what TJ Martell was. She just came to see us.
And they wanted her to start her chemo the day before she left for this trip. And she said, there is no way I'm missing this trip.
It's kind of going to be miserable for a while with the treatments and things, and I just wanted to forget about it for a little while.
Living it up, yeah.
I've got such a support team now that I never had before, and you know, with the survivors' stories, it gives me a glimpse of hope. I mean, more than ever, I know that I have a chance.
On the surface, Country on the Beach is just one big party. Like the ocean itself, the event has a lot more depth, especially for those who are willing or needing to dive a little deeper.
It's just really cool how we keep thinking of ideas to raise money right on the spot. We're like, how else can we raise more money? And then we think of something and then it works. And all of a sudden we have another $1,000 coming in.
We will beat this. I'm telling you, it's going to be, I'm living proof. And like I said, brothers like y'all, man, I tell you, it works. It works, baby. It works. I want to thank you, God!
For pictures of Troy Gentry's winning sand sculpture and other fun from Country on the Beach, check us out at headlinecountry.net. Next year, we'll be stateside in Key West, Florida. For more information, visit travelinginc.com. By the way, Holly has already scheduled her surgery and is ready to fight the big C with the help of her new friends. For more information on the work TJ Martell is doing to find a cure, visit them at tjmartellfoundation.org. Still to come, Charlie Daniels and friends take to the Ryman stage for an annual holiday tradition, all for the kids. Needless to say, it's been a pretty big year for Luke Bryan. How big? So big, you'll have to watch our special Year in Review edition of Headline Country to grasp everything he's accomplished in just a few short months. Before Luke leaves us for superstardom, he was kind enough to invite us on the set of his latest music video for his big old hit, I Don't Want This Night to End.
We are rolling. All around, please.
You got your hands up, you're rocking in my truck.
We're out on a farm just south of Nashville. Into our second night, we had 2 full nights where we had a call time of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., 2 nights in a row. Next time I'm gonna write a song called I Don't Want This Day to End, and we can shoot in the day.
I don't want this night to end.
Obviously the song is about you know, a guy meeting a girl and kind of them having this connection right off the bat, and just kind of getting lost in the country and with each other in the country, and certainly me being the singer not wanting the night to come to an end.
I don't know what road we're on or where we've been.
Kind of the theme is, you know, I'm a country star that's coming off the road and kind of wanting to chill out on my farm, and this girl winds up at the campfire, and we kind of like meet eyes and have a little connection.
Gonna cuss the morning when it comes, 'cause I know that the rising sun ain't no good for me.
This is kind of the first video that I've ever done where I had like speaking parts and had to kind of be somewhat of an actor.
What's gonna happen? Natural stuff.
Okay.
And then what's going to happen?
It's really cool to write a song and then act out a part for the videos. You know the deal, just ready to get back out there on the road. With some good direction from Sean, and I pulled out some old theater skills from back in the high school days.
I don't want this night to end.
That's a wrap, everybody.
Yeah!
Well, finally today, since it is the holiday season, it's only right that we leave you with a little gift from Santa Claus. Country Santa Claus, that is. For 10 years, Opry member and living legend Charlie Daniels has hosted the annual Christmas for Kids concert on the stage of the famous Ryman Auditorium here in Nashville. With the money raised from the All-Star Show, underprivileged kids handpicked by their schools get a shopping spree they won't ever forget.
What began as probably a one-year deal has now turned into a decade of giving back to Christmas for Kids. How important is this to you?
Well, it's kind of a milestone, I guess you could say. 10 years is a long time for any event, any benefit type event to go on. It does just worlds of good. Right? Put some smiles on some faces that have very little to smile about.
When you can come out and help raise some money and help bring awareness to kids that need some gifts for Christmas so they can grow up knowing what Christmas is like for kids. It's amazing to be here to help out.
Where did you get $4,750? Your dad works at his own office.
It's always a good time, and it always sells out, and we always make a lot of money for these kids. You know, times are really hard. You know, it's getting really rough out there these days, and it seems like every year it seems like it's getting worse. And you know, I think it's more important than ever that we do this kind of stuff.
But let's do this again next year. Can we do this again next year?
I hope it's going to be here as long as I am, and I hope that when I can't do it anymore, whenever that is, that somebody else will step in and take over and do it.
Earlier this month, this year's kids boarded the tour buses of your favorite country stars and rode to a nearby Walmart store where they got to spend $150 on whatever they wanted. Organizers say they are amazed every year on how little the kids actually spend on themselves. Most of the presents are for family members, friends, or other kids in need. To donate, visit Christmas4kids.org. Well, Phil Vassar, who is considered by many to be Charlie's successor to the Santa Claus role for Christmas for Kids, has just released a brand new, cool, and almost lounge-style Christmas album titled Noel. Makes a great soundtrack for the season. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to see you next year, every week. We'll leave you with one more cover tune from Little Big Town, properly covered and smothered. Take care, everybody.
And a hashtag, and you can keep the cars and leave the garage, and all I need is keys and guitars. And guess what? In 30 seconds, I'm leaving the Mars. Yes, we're leaving across these undefeatable odds. It's like this, man, you can't put a price on the life. We do this for the